So, another thing that happened that I didn't get to talk about was Henry Cavill no longer playing Superman. Now, a lot of people more qualified than I have kind of more or less um, talked about the whole thing of, hey, it was a little fucked up, but I personally think, I have faith in James Gunn. I'm not one of these people who are like, oh, while they did screw Henry Cavill over, unfortunately, but bright side, silver lining here, we're getting a Warhammer series now on Amazon with Cavill leading the charge and doing a Warhammer 40k thing. So, it's all about closed doors and open windows out here. So, yeah, while it does suck, Cavill will not be Superman. I do have faith in James Gunn that he is going to do something really cool in the future, because it was more of just a tapestry of just the DC cinematic universe was just a tapestry held together by bubblegum and duct tape, and that's literally it. And I know people are like, oh, I love seeing all these videos of like, and you've seen them before, of like these clickbait images of like, oh, I'm going to dark shade the James Gunn with a weird looking face and also Superman standing there or something of that nature, and something like, oh, wokeness killed the DC movies, and I'm like, no. How did you get from A to Z, my friend? You really jumped over some stuff, but whatever. Anyway, so this isn't really going to talk about Henry Cavill no longer being Superman. A lot of people have done that and have done a better job at it. Again, do I think it's a little shitty that Henry Cavill, who literally gave up being Geralt in The Witcher just so he could have Liam Hemsworth, yay, whatever. That's did anyone think that was like, of all the people who to play Geralt after Cavill was going to be Liam, the Hemsworth everyone forgets about? I sure did. I sure didn't see that coming. Anyway, and yes, like I said, it does suck. It really does suck because he gave up being Geralt to be Superman again. That shows how much he means to that character. But I understand this is the business. I understand that in the long run, this is the business, and sometimes the business will fuck you over. Hard. Very hard. But you can use... But Henry Cavill said, I'm not just going to sit around and not do anything. I'm going to go... I have to go now. Warhammer needs me. Henry Cavill away! So, there you go. That's all I have to really say, is that we're getting a Warhammer show now, or movie, or... Actually, Warhammer could really work as like its own cinematic universe. There's so much. Personally, I'm kind of hoping for a Deathcore series, or at least a mini-series or movie. Like, can we just get Deathcore of Krieg? Can we just get the Death... Yeah, that's all I want, is something with the Deathcore of Krieg. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What this is really going to be talking about is, like, an idea, because as we've recently found out, James Gunn has really taken a lot of inspiration, and apparently taking a lot more inspiration, for this new DC movie era, to be centered around more based off of both Young Justice and the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, which are both really, really, really good springboards. If you're going to base it off of anything DC-wise, you might as well have like some of the best cartoons to follow, right? You might as well have like the best cartoons out there to do, to really focus from, right? So yeah. Now, apparently, with this new era, James Gunn wants to do a young Superman movie. Like, that's kind of the idea, is a younger Superman movie, and as Superman is a younger man. Like, and a lot of people are saying, like, do we really need Superboy? Do we? And I'm kind of like, it's kind of a cool idea of focusing on, like, a Superman, although it is, yes, another Superman origin story. How many times are we gonna fucking do this? Even the Batman was like, yeah, we're not doing that again. This is year 2 Batman. Still Batman in his infancy, but not doing origins. So, pretty sure we're going to get the Superman origins again. Hopefully not. But, I did think about it. I really did sit down and give a lot of thought about... I did kind of think, maybe there's more to this young Superman idea than Gunn is letting on. there, and keep in mind, this is all just rumor, and this is all just speculation on my end. So I will fully admit that I could be totally 100% wrong if this is not the route it goes. But I think he's kind of I think James Gunn, if this is going to be a young Superman movie, I legit think this is going to be a Legion of Superhero movie too. Like, this is going to be a backdoor Legion of Superhero movie. Because how many times has in Clark's younger life was he, visited by the Legion of Superheroes? There are tons of stories where Superboy in the Golden and Silver Age, where Clark in his younger years would time travel to the far future with the Legion and go on adventures with them. It's kind of their thing, so it could be Superboy, Superman and the Legion of That's what it could be called, or it could be a straight up backdoor film to really be. Oh nope, it's not really a Superman movie. It's a Legion of Superheroes movie, which would actually be kind of cool, and that's actually would be a neat way to really pitch it, and also kind of focus on the future of the DC universe rather than doing like another Flashpoint story. Where in here you could have the Legion travels back in time to meet young Clark and basically tell him you have to become Superman in order to stop this great apocalyptic event. Which while it would be nice to see Darkseid done proper, and seeing the Darkseid we should have gotten after seeing how good he was in the Snyder Cut, I kind of think the big villain should be the Anti-Monitor. I really do think since we kind of didn't really hit off the ground running with Darkseid, I think it'd be kind of cool to just do the Anti-Monitor. Maybe you can build and Gunn did tease a whole idea for for Crisis on Infinite Earths being a movie, and that was a canceled movie that he's kind of hinted maybe that we could bring that back. So yeah, maybe the Anti-Monitor should be the big villain for this overarching story. And in here you could have it maybe the Legion time you could just use 5 characters really: Lightning Lad, Cosmic Boy, Saturn Girl, Timberwolf, and Brainiac 5. And that's all. That's all you need to represent the Legion of Superheroes. Have them come back, save him from, I don't know, the Fearsome Five. We use them all the time. Might as well you just use them here in live action. And just be like, hey, we're here. They were here to stop you on behest of a very ancient evil. So we're here to save you and help you become the man you should be. And this could be a Clark that doesn't know if he wants to be Superman, is afraid of being that. But when he sees the Legion, that inspires him to take on the cape and put on the S. Anyway, but that's just, like I said, this idea I could be totally 100% wrong on all of this, guys. I just thought this would be a neat idea, and maybe that's the way they could do this young Superman movie, is really make it a Legion of Superheroes movie. But what do I know? I'm just a big Legions fan. Anyway, so you guys just tell me in the comments below, would you guys be open to the idea of it being a Legion of Superheroes movie with Superboy in it, or do you think it might be something else? Like I said, I don't think this may be the route, but I think this could work. But anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.